Hello, I'm Led Freddy from Craven Tenor Guitars. Thank you very much for joining me today. I really look forward to introducing you to the Belle Creole. You know, Belle Creole has been almost 2 years in development. I'm more than thrilled to be able to share her with you today, and I'll show you the size comparison between the Belle Creole and her little brother, Petite Joe. You know, I've mentioned before that every Craven Tenor guitar that I design gets a binder, and the binder is full of documentation like the type of wood that I want to use, the results that I want to achieve, the types of finishes I use, whether it be polymer, polyurethane, lacquer, oil, all those things are brought into combination. I document things that I require to make the guitar better than what's available today. I document things like parts that I need to be able to make the guitar authentic and not have to reach in and grab something knockoff off the shelf that's probably for a 6-string guitar. That's why things sometimes take a little longer than planned to bring guitars to production, but that's what I love. I love the process of developing. I say it's like building an algebra equation, putting all the components in to finally achieve the results. So let's have a look at La Belle Creole. Now, first of all, let's start talking about neck width. All Craven Tenor guitars in 2024 and going forward use a 38 to 42 millimeter neck width. That size is wider than the original 1920s and 30s tenor guitar, which was 33 millimeters or less. It was more like a banjo neck. That's great, and there are traditionalists that will never move away from that. But you know what? Most of us are starting to age, and most of us are probably starting to develop hand problems. Some of us have really large hands or really large sausage fingers. Ask Prince Charles about that. He'll tell you about that. You know, having the wider neck really makes it much more comfortable to be able to play your guitar. You can also be more creative by bending strings and that kind of thing. So the 38-42 millimeter neck is a very comfortable and pleasant neck to play. Pardon me. All right, let's start at the top. Up top, you'll find Miss La Belle Creole on top. Our headstock logos are hand-embedded Abalone. The tenor strings tuners that we use are vintage Wilkinson style tuners. They are high gear ratio, allowing you to really dial in your tuning precisely rather than a generalized tuning that you get with a low gear ratio tuner. The neck itself, of course, has got a inbound truss rod, allowing you to adjust as time goes on. We all like an adjustment as we age, I'm sure you know. Our neck on all Craven Tenor guitars, solid Canadian hard maple. Why? Because it outlasts other necks beyond, and it also adds to the general oversound of the guitar itself. Body is solid mahogany. All our resonator guitars, except the Patrician, which we'll get into after a bit, are solid mahogany, not a laminate mahogany. Laminate mahogany is like putting a corona mask on your face and people listen to you like this, okay? When you use a true high quality solid mahogany, the sound is brilliant, clear, and much more appealing to the ear than laminate. The size of the body is a Triolian size, so it's a little bit smaller than an O body in size, a little bit heavier than Petite Joe sitting back there, but still very, very comfortable to play. Let's have a quick look at the binding. The binding on top and on the body itself is vintage cream celluloid, the same as we put it on guitars from the 1920s up into the 1950s. They're marked with fret marks. Our fret markers themselves are, of course, Abalone. Miss Belle Creole has a beautiful inlay of Abalone purfling on top to really give her a nice dazzle. Our hubcap itself is triple plated. It's basically a silver or chrome plating. Being triple plated, you can see the whole neighborhood in your guitar. And should you want to shave with it or brush your teeth, grab him, you'll be able to see what you're doing, okay? You'll also find that we use our 1930s radio, Zephyr radio tuners on it. And deep in the cavernous inside of the Belle Creole is our own hand-spun aluminum buscuit resonator cone itself. We also really want to achieve the highest quality we can, and that, of course, means sometimes sourcing our own products like those tuners and also our tailpiece. Our tailpiece itself, as you can see, is our custom made specifically for us 4-string tailpiece based on the national tailpiece from the 1920s and 30s that everybody has seen, everybody's familiar with, but instead of just knocking a couple holes out, we had it microed down to a size specific for a resonator tenor guitar. Mahogany body, Canadian maple neck. La Belle Creole is developed and tuned to be your long-standing friend. She's comfortable to play. She's very ornate. She's very beautiful. She's got the authentic 1930s style F-holes on it. We also have our very own hand-spun and spun for us Telecaster style adjustable pickup. So you can play it acoustically or electrically, whichever you want. You can plug it in. The plug-in is back here on that side. So we'll have a quick look at size difference. Okay, Petite Joe is a parlor size. So when you put the two side by side, you can see there is quite a substantial difference. Yet compared to an O body, La Belle Creole is still much smaller. So that's the short and sweet of it. Watch for over the next coming weeks. You'll find that we'll be producing some videos of two incredible guitar players playing our guitars. I look forward to sharing with you many more videos as the year progresses. So thanks for stopping in. It was short and brief. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the people around you. Love them while you've got them. All right. Thanks very much.